Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 9. Is it 9? I don't know. But it happened again. I forgot to save the map. Again. Twice. Yeah. I forgot to save it again. Why do we keep forgetting? Okay. But we all know what still happened last video. Happened last video still. The Purple Empire is collapsing through untrusted, with the people not trusting the Empire anymore, and their puppets slowly fading away. If this is episode 9, then, well, get prepared. Because we had some new stuff in store. I mean, not really exciting, but how do I put that? In, like, it's exciting, like, it's interesting a little bit, but, like, I don't know how to say that. Like, this is, like, the era of, like, stuff cooling down a little bit. It will not cool down naturally, but you know what I mean. But, yeah, for now, everything is kind of cooling down. Everything's... people are focusing on just exploring different continents like Asia, Africa, and that's mostly about it. So, anyways, here we go. Korea. Yeah, it's pretty obvious they're gonna discover Japan. Japan is not really that far away from Korea. And also, tribes over here in Japan, they kind of like them. They like how they know some really cool stuff. And they do help them. But now, this is where something they wonder. They're wondering if they should start their civilization over here in this newfound land, or over here where they originally found. Until they realize that this nation over here that could just as easily somehow find their way up, find Korea, take them over without any effort whatsoever. So they decide Japan it is. Or not Japan, just this island it is. So that's exactly where they start their civilization. They started on Japan. And once again with help from the tribes, the new Japanese nation has been formed. So yes, new Japanese nation. Good. But they do agree that having a civilization, Korean, could be helpful. So learning from their ancestors who left India, who came from Europe, but also puppets exist, they decided to go as such people, or like tribes people, their own citizens and tribes, there to go down back to Korea and, well, make their own, which they control. They say sure, they go back to Korea and make a civilization down back here, which the new Japanese nation does pop in. So yeah. Boom. So more of Asia has now been officially explored. Anyways, we gotta move back to Europe. Because a very, very long civil war is going to happen. If you're wondering why, that's pretty obvious. Why? Oh, right here. A war, civil war, whatever you want to call it, will happen here. Wanting their independence. Which you think it crushed easily, but no. They stand their ground. They say their new country shall not fade away. So they go, but they also get pushed back again. And then another rebellion, or kind of part and rebels to join them. But it keeps going. They break back. Another one starting through here. And then this is called a civil war. Until now it's considered a civil war. People consider it now a civil war. Now they're trying to push Purple Team and Purple Team's puppet out. So I don't like this name. What should we name this? I wish I could put in like a random name. Alright, yeah. How about this? If you want to have a name for a country, one of these, except for this one will stay the same. Comment down below. Or this one. We can't change the name. Or this one. Or that one. Or this one. Or that one. We can't change our name. But the really weird ones, like for example, that one. Or like this one. Or like that. Or this nation. You want to put... If you would like to change a name to it, if you'd like to change your name to something else, comment it down below. And probably I will, because I don't really like their names. Anyways, over here, Purple Team would hell. Also trying to recreate. Also, like they have tried to done. We see all the episodes. Trying to regrow strength. Which at this point, I feel like they should have. At this point, you should have. Any other common sense country would just say, oh, nope, let's focus on ourselves. Nope, they don't care. Meanwhile, back over here, still revolution going on. Also, the revolution gets passed on like a disease through over here. Through this side. So even worse, Eve gets passed on by the... Alright, okay, there we go. Even gets passed down to the Purple Team. So it's like the first ever civil war. The Purple Team they pushed them back pretty easily. Meanwhile, over here, they do push back areas they cannot support. But over there, like over here, they do push. They even encircle the capital. So yeah, the new civil war is not going good. Also, another revolution, which is the same spot, happened through here, and they also reconquer this. So it's been like a year for them, of straight civil war. Meanwhile, over here through Russia, they discover this lake. They also go down and just discover more. And discover more Russia. They went up here. They discover basically all of Bangladesh. So yeah. Once the protein scene is really bloody, they don't care. Yeah, what do you think? They said like let's discuss peace. Hell no. They don't care. They want to stop it by their own force. So yeah, everything's not going good. And also, one thing. Land over here is really unstable. So, after they won back, they say yes. They say yes, they won it back. So they gave back some land, but not too much land. To where they're just mildly overpowered. And the Civil War is still going on. They even push through here. Just kind of making like their own Caspian empire. So this operation fails because it got cut in half. Still, they will not rest until they have their independence. They also take over this over here. Also, at this point, a new king for the proper team has been elected. I'm joking. No, not elected. Their son, the king died, and then now his son's taking him. And he agrees his war's bloody, so they ask what they want: peace. They said they just want their independence. They don't care about the land. They just want independence. What I mean is, they don't care about land. They just want to have land they already had. Independent. If you don't get it, I mean like they want all public territory and be independent. And they say no. So they don't discover what I'm saying no. I'm saying they discuss a new peace treaty. And that they take half. And they're still really upset, dude, because they didn't get what they actually wanted. But they really don't care because they're just happy they got land in the first place. But they're really just happy they got land, well, in the first place. Anyways, Middle East. And also Africa. More land, Ethiopia is being colonized or taken by this new team that revolted away from the proper team. Knowing that, they also discovered that they also revolted, but away from the great team instead. So seeing that they have, well, a common enemy, they both agreed to make it a kind of like a, for now, alliance. Like, after they'll just be like, oh, I'm gonna go in separate ways. Which makes sense, because, you know. So, yeah. Anyways, yellow team. They invade the cyan team. Like, no, wait. Didn't we... Oh, no, yeah, we did that last video. My bad. Because remember earlier I said that I forgot to save it. Again. I already did that. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So. Anyways, with Egypt gaining their independence again, they go back. They decide to go, hey, let's take back old territory we used to have. And possibly even some new territory. So yeah, everything's going good. Everything's going really good. Yeah. Also, at this point, what the? Oh no! Yeah, oh no! Anyways, at this point, it's right now it's the era of peace. No, people are happy. People at this point, happiness is at its highest, which is like 85% of people are happy. The other like, you know, other. Also, slightly more of Russia has been discovered. Oh, also, this pink team leaves the alliance due because they don't feel threatened by the purple team anymore. Anyways, also, something really bad is gonna happen for the purple team. After hundreds of years, the Greeks are finally going to decide to leave. Not without a war. The Greeks push. They're claiming cities and lands that used to be part of their old country. And the purple team mostly being over here due to the civil war that happened. And the purple team's not really prepared enough. Also, more and more people are leaving the military. They're going to other places. But they do have a decently sized military. Size never means good military. But I also don't think they do push back the Greeks. But at this point, it's too late. The Greeks have already recaptured all territory. They even take Cyprus. At this point, they realize like, yeah, we're not winning this war. So they grant Greece their independence, giving them their own old land back, and even some new land. They quickly go and They quickly go places, and also they go to places mostly where purple team population lives and send them back to the proper team. So at this point, the proper team is done for. No, yeah, it's done for. The empire has basically at this point collapsed on itself. Everything is falling apart. Nothing is surviving. And also, their closest ally is now going to fall before they do. Yes, another revolution. Saying, hey, we should leave the alliance. Purple alliance, whatever you want to call it. And this one's saying, this one says, we just don't like you. And this one wants just independence. And this one says we should be a neutral country. Stop expanding. Expand, stop going to wars with the purple team. So just a really big war is going to go on. And since the great team did have half their army over here, and then basically send them over here, basically half dying. So yeah, no, some of them are military people who were part of the military. So yeah, fastly and quickly, this nation that lasted for like 600 years is going to finally fall. Boom. The nation, after hundreds of years, has finally fallen. Not only that, they also go, people who support leave. And yes, all of them go to the purple team, because that's the only place they actually supported it. Also, they know that the purple team could invade them all. So, a forever alliance is made between all of them to protect them all. And also, over here, it's getting way too expensive for them to have it. So they, once again, leave that area. Just all of it. Just leave all of it. So now the purple team's also mostly restricted to these areas over here. So the empire is basically gone. It's still considered an empire, but no one considers it empire anymore, due to it being smaller than it was like 5 seconds ago. Anyways, Africa, this new Cyan nation, wants to find more and new lands. So they go through here, discovering even more land, like Nigeria and other countries. I mean, modern day countries. They also explore through here, even make a colony through here, just so they have more land. They really like land. Not only that, they also make a new colony through over here. And also discover this. And they think no one's over there. But the blue team is over there. Just for now, they don't want to go over there, because they don't know what's over there. Because they know that the blue team's up, and they want to go up. Also, after they left, Egypt decided to take advantage of this and, well, take it all. Because when they said we used to own it, so it should be ours. I mean, they did own it before, which makes sense. So boom, they take it. Not only also everyone knows they take it because this empire still exists. So at this point, red team doesn't. No one sees it as a threat. So yeah, they leave. But guess who does join? The Greeks. They join. Mostly moving it down to like the Mediterranean regions. Also, places where they don't have cities, they do also leave some. They do leave some. Over here, they do leave some areas where they don't have cities. So yeah. Back over here, China goes and just takes Vietnam, which makes it one of their biggest expansions. It's outside of China. Meanwhile, Japan, they conquer more land to their Korean puppet. But they want to say, yeah, no, we're just gonna have you for a little bit, just to help. We're only gonna keep it for a little bit, just so we can find more land and be more efficient. So, any Koreans out there, don't be offended by this, please. Anyways, more Japan is discovered. Eventually, they discover all of Japan. Also, they do the same trick again. They ask people to go up, like general civilization which they control, and yeah, they do it. They do it again. Why they say they want, it's just for efficiency, which is true. They do want it. They do it just for efficiency, but also to help them conquer more territory. Territory. There you go. Also, another Chinese nation is going to be formed here. And I do expand a lot. Not only that, they also secretly go up and also take this. And this. So, 2 Chinese nations and a Korean nation, 2 Japanese nations. And also, they really like land. Oh. The first Japanese cities are made, plus Korean cities. First Korean, Japanese, and Chinese cities are made. And more Indian cities are made. The world's basically vastly been discovered. We are in like the year 1237. So yeah, civilization is really much slower than ours. And more Nokia. Also, they realize that people live in Greenland somehow. So they just ask a bunch of people to help them just explore Greenland. And they just only find this icy kind of lake. And also surrounding. They don't really want to go up there because it's really dumb. Why would you want to go up there? That makes no sense. Anyways, Indonesia. Yes, also discovered. By who? The Indians. Makes sense though. They sent on a boat to go look for something, discover these lands. They go, they wonder if there's anything else, and they discover this. Which, the one who discovered it is this one. They discovered. So they decided to change the border to make it a little bit more fair. And also make a small colony. Anyways, this puppet decides to just go, hey, how about we just kind of go this way? Same thing with this Caucasian, or I don't know what you call it, puppet, I guess. And I know it's a puppet, but I don't know what's the region here called. Anyways, yeah, they go up. Palpatine doesn't do anything. What they do is make sure they stay weaker than them, so they don't just break away. So, what they do, they take land from them. They don't just annex land and import them into their land. They take land to make sure they're weaker than them, to be more powerful. Anyways, Yellow Team. The Yellow Team after hearing the... Oh, no, never mind. The Yellow Team, after hearing the Pink Team left the Alliance, makes an invasion of them. The Pink Team's not someone you want to mess with. I mean, you can, but, like, they're really strong as well. These two are decent, like, the same strength. So they push back. Anytime you're being invaded, the one thing you can do is push your enemy out of your territory. Sometimes it does work. But yeah. Which also, the Cyan team makes like just a temperation, just a small few day like week or month day operation, which they do, which they do declare peace after a bit. And then finally, and also, the Yellow Team actually break through Pink defenses and ultimately capture the capital and other nearby Pink Team lands. And yeah, so peace treaty is signed. The borders look like this. Actually, no. See, the borders look like this. Poland style. Also, the Saiyan team don't really see this land's opportunity anymore. Like, they wanted it, now they just don't. Like, not any use anymore. So they just kind of they just find some random guy and just make, hey, yeah, you're king of this land now. Which he says, okay. Now a new nation's formed. No. So yeah, new nation formed. Also, Japan now fully found. So yeah, everything's going pretty good. Also, everyone, please help me. I am running out of ideas what to do. So if you have any ideas, please put them in the comments. Anyways, this is gonna be the end of the video because I want to take a nap. Also, spring break naps. Spring break. I want to take a nap because school gives you barely anything. Have a nap or sleep. Bye.